All right. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. I am Dawn Abbott, a senior director here, been here 5 years this month, which is crazy. I share this space with Leslie Lowe, an executive in Indiana, Tammy Glowacki, a silver director in San Diego, and Stephanie Wood, executive that is now in Texas and not in Oregon. So we share this space on Tuesday evenings. And tonight I brought on Cass Lowe. She is a silver executive in Ohio. And Cass and I have been here the same amount of time. She got started in April of 18 as a member, and I'll let her share a story, and then upgraded later on. But Cass and I met, first time we met at a regional in Nashville, Tennessee, and that was probably 19, I guess, is when that was. COVID's kind of got me all messed up. But then we really connected at our gold managers trip. We went to Sundance together, and she watched Jody get in trouble with the bottle of Fireball out there and asked to get escort him out and all that good stuff. But anyways, we had a good time. But anyways, I wanted Cass to get on. She's got a really cool story that you don't really hear as far as being a brand partner or a distributor, which I think is really neat. So I want her to share that. She rose to executive really quickly, and I want her to share how she did that as well. And then we're going to get into some nitty gritty about some questions about ex-brand partners and stuff like that. So Cass, will you kind of share your story with everybody first and how you got here?
Yes, absolutely. It's an honor. Thank you for asking me, Dawn, to jump on and share my story. And you guys, some of you have heard it, some of you haven't. Maybe you're new, but everybody comes in with a unique, different story. And I apologize. I live in Ohio and we've got pollen going crazy right now. So I'm going to be drinking water throughout this. But I live in Northeast Ohio, and I will tell you, I'm in an area nobody had ever heard of Singular. And let me start 5 years ago, April of 2018. I've been married 25 years. I have two kids. They're now 18 and 20. At the time, they were 14 and 16. I was running every night of the week. They were in every sport imaginable. And my husband worked a full-time job at a manufacturing plant, working 6 and 7 days a week, all 3 turns. And I felt like a single mom doing everything. He was never home. And I owned my own in-home daycare for 17 years. I had 17 extra kids a week, working 50 hours a week from home. And I've been a stay-at-home mom, but I love that. Like, I've been able to be there for my kids. I've always been an entrepreneur, never wanted a boss. I don't like to be told what to do. I like to be able to set my own schedule, and never dreamed that anything else would come into my life. I thought I would do daycare forever. But the way I come in, there's such big learning lessons with everything I did wrong and everything I did right. So I'm going to go through everything. So, and just remember, if you have somebody who gets started with you and they ghost you, it's not your fault, because I did that to my coach. Okay. So I seen a post on social media in April of 2018, and it was a girl that lived in my area. I knew her. I was friends with her mom, and they were into horses. And this girl from Kansas found my friend in a horse group. Okay. That's how she became friends with her. She got her started. She got her to make the magic post. I seen that magic post, and I private messaged her. I didn't comment on her wall. And I said, "What are you doing?" She immediately threw me into a messenger chat with this lady from Kansas. Okay. You guys were from Ohio. This coach was from Kansas. That's the power of social media, getting people to invite to your group and make that magic post right from the very beginning when they're excited. You never know who's going to see it. And you never know who's going to be your next silver executive from getting someone to throw a post out. But I didn't know what I didn't know. And I didn't know that I wanted this. I ended up getting started with the middle kit, which back then was the Ignite. Um, and oh, let me go back. The coach asked her, Cass wants to order, do you want to upgrade and put Cass's order under you and you be her coach? And she said, no, thank you. And so my coach is Kylie, Gold Executive from Kansas. Kylie put my order under Kylie, and the girl made a big mistake. Like, she could be earning thousands of dollars, but she didn't know what she didn't know either at the time. So Kylie asked me if I would come in as a referring member, and I was kind and said, no, thank you. You guys, I didn't think I had the time. I honestly didn't want to tell a single soul I was doing the program. People have judged me my whole life, and I wasn't going to give them one more reason to see Cass fail on another program or talk about me. So I didn't tell anybody but my best friend and my husband. Got started. I was down 8 pounds and 8 inches the first week, and I knew the program worked, but I still kept my mouth shut. About 3 weeks in, Kylie was a great coach. She kept checking in on me, but by week 3, I fell off plan. And as a customer, that was my prerogative, but she did really good as a coach. She kept checking in. I knew I wasn't just a dollar sign to her, that she actually was a great coach and was loving on me. And so anyway, I would open her messages, read it, and not respond. And she checked in on me every month, and I would not message her back. I would open it, read it, not respond, and she would see that little bubble. But the whole summer went by, and she would send me messages like, hey, we're getting ready to start an 8-day jumpstart. Are you interested? Or, happy 4th of July, or how's the family? And then it was September of 2018 and was my birthday. And I knew my mindset had changed. Life had slowed down a little bit, and I needed to get restarted. So I tucked my tail between my legs, and I reached out to Kylie, and I said, hey, Kylie, sorry for ghosting you. I need to get restarted. I'm going to throw a post out for accountability. Okay, that was big, because it wasn't about the business or the money. It was about the accountability. But I also said, I need to make $1,000, because I had bought the Ignite and I had bought the Ultimate. When I said, I want to do this, help me make $1,000. I'm coachable. Tell me what to do. I ordered the Ultimate, and I will tell you, I threw a post out there. Probably 60 people asked me what the heck it was. Nobody ordered. Everybody wanted to know what it was, but they also wanted to be skeptical and watch and wait. And me throwing that accountability post out, and that's what I tell everybody, like, we're not doing this for you. Like, I did it for accountability, and that is a good way to get people to post for you, because I didn't have that accountability the first time, So a couple people, I had an in-home party. Kylie's 15 hours away, and she FaceTimed in through an iPad. So she ran the party for me. I had my own in-home party. 2 people came. Neither bought that night. It was my sister and my son's girlfriend's mom at the time. They later bought within the next 30 days. Both of them got the biggest kit. The one actually didn't want the business, but her husband had hit the upgrade button he wanted it and she didn't. So she's actually still here. She's a platinum director on my team, and they have a great team. So anyway, long story short, I didn't earn my quick start bonus. So if you didn't, no big deal. Just keep trying. I didn't earn, we have this extreme builder, you guys, it wasn't even in my sights. And what Kylie did do was love on me, encourage me, tell me all the time I could do this. And I knew that she was a stay-at-home mom like me. And I knew if she could do this, I could do this too. We talked every day. I asked questions. I drove her absolutely insane because when I put my mind to something and I want to do it, I want to do it to the best of my ability. So I was super coachable. I watched Room at the Top, not just listening to Kylie, but other leaders before us. Like that is a gold mine training group. So if you're not watching that, I would encourage you to do it while you're doing laundry or cooking. But anyway, 3 weeks into becoming a distributor, Kylie suggested that I purchase an airline ticket and go to my first conference. You guys, I wasn't even manager for well over 60 days, but I was a stay-at-home mom who never got to go on vacation, do anything by myself. And I said to my husband, this lady's crazy. I couldn't justify the airline ticket in my mind. I couldn't justify the expense, the hotel, the ticket for Fest. And he said, if you believe in this company, we'll put it on a credit card and we'll figure it out later. So that's what I did. And I did everything scared through fear, and it always works out for me. You guys, that was my first airplane ride. I went and stayed in a room with 3 people that I had never, ever met. And that's the thing, like, just do it scared. And it really paid off because I came home on fire. Like I seen things, I met people that I wasn't just a number to this company. And I was not even a manager. I didn't even hit the first rank yet. Curtis Call really took time to ask me questions about my family and about me. And I thought, wow, like I found my place. I found my home. I found people that are positive and like-minded. And I do have a family that loves me, but I've never felt support like singular people support each other. And that to me, community and friendship means everything. And I will tell you, on my team, I have people who are here for the money. I have people who are here for the products. I have people who are here for the friendships and the community and the family atmosphere because they don't have that in their life. So you're going to have people who come into your business that it's going to be all of those. And remember that person I told you who is a platinum director who her husband hit the button to upgrade? She told me when she started growing, I didn't want to do this. I don't want to be a leader. And you know what? I thanked her for being honest with me. And I now know how to support her team, which is my team also, 8 levels deep. And we run and we work together. And I have, like levels 4 and 5 on her team that are so committed to this business. And people see us traveling together and they think like my level 4 is my level 1. And I'm like, no, I treat everybody on my team the same. That's how we roll. So you just have to love everybody where they're at. I'm telling you, because you're going to have so many different people, personalities on your team. But I came home, got to work, and I had double ranked just January, and then double ranked again in February. And then March, I had quadruple ranked. I blew right through all the director ranks. And I'll tell you how I did it. I got more people posting, magic posting, and sharing about the program because I'm one person. I only had, that's another thing. You guys, when I started this, I had 398 Facebook friends. So if you have somebody that they say, well, I don't know any people. Yeah, well, Cass didn't know any people either, and I still made it work. I now have 4,600 Facebook friends, and that happened over 5 years' time organically. So you can do it. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And that's the thing with the business too. Your confidence happens and clicks at different times. So let's see. I quadruple ranked, and then April of 2019, I was at 95,000 points. And I cried because I was so close to executive. But then I thought, you know what? My team is amazing. I had such amazing growth from 50,000 points to 95,000. Like the growth I had at one time 42 people on my team eligible for quick start bonus. You know what that means? A lot of distributors were joining. A lot of people were sharing and posting and doing all the things, because when we have everybody working together at the same time, the same day, same, you know what I mean? You just have more momentum going on than when it's slower. And when it is slower, you have to create your own momentum as a team and doing different things. So, yeah, I had 1, 2, 3 strong legs when I had hit executive, and 2 of those were platinum directors. So I had helped them get to that level, and encourage them and doing all the things. And it really comes down to getting people to, and it's back to the basics right now. It's getting people to post, it's getting people to invite to our results group. And the more people you can get doing the same things, and it's like the time leveraging. Whereas, think of how much time or hours you put into your business every single week. What if you wanted to reduce your hours and find 1 or 2 other people to make up those hours and working with you? I want people that are linking arms and running with me with this business. I don't want distributors or partners who've been here who are just go with the flow and I have to lead them and drag them. I want people who are excited, who are running with me, who are like doing the same IPAs as I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I can be a little crazy sometimes because I'm like, why don't everybody want Singular like I want Singular? Like, it has changed my life, and I'm sure it's changed yours. I went from making a couple $100s a month to now it pays every single one of my bills every month. And I strictly do Singular full time. I retired my husband in 2020. I closed the doors to my daycare in 2021. I've been on 10 all expense paid trips. And it's incredible. Like, it actually, I was that parent who didn't save for college tuition, and my son graduated in 2020 and I was able to pay cash for his college tuition. Like, as a mom, I think that was probably one of my biggest things that Singular has done for me, because it wasn't just about me, it was my son. You know what I mean? And my hard work helped my son get through college. So, this is what you make of it, whatever time you put into it. And sometimes it's like, are you doing the right productive things to be growing? Because there are days where I will tell you, I was so much more, I felt in my mind more productive when I was running a 50-hour-a-week daycare, because man, was I good with my time management. If you don't work, sometimes you can find yourself, oh, I'm going to sleep in for another hour. I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm going to start doing my follow-ups at noon. And then, oh, it's lunchtime and my mom wants to go to lunch, so I'll start at 2. And then the day goes through and it's like, oh my gosh, so it's getting up for me now, time blocking, like working this as a full-time job, like 8 to noon. And then I have the rest of my day to do whatever I need. Or if my morning's busy, noon to 4 o'clock, you know what I mean? But there's different things that I do at different times. Oh, sorry, I'm running out of time. I better get going. Okay. So to bring on X brand partners, I will tell you, I'm so stinking bold. I'm very confident with what I have here at Singular, and I hope you are too. If you're not confident, reach out to your coach, ask for pointers, get them involved, tell them you need more support. They are here to help you. They want to help you succeed, because when you succeed, they succeed. And remember, I told you I drove Kylie absolutely crazy when I started. I don't think for a minute she now regrets me being a silver executive under her, asking her questions every day. Because when I learned and I knew what I was doing, I didn't have to ask her the same question 100 times. But be bold, Reaching out to people. I will tell you, I use Teamsy every single day, and I use it with a tagging system. There's tags you can put in Teamsy. So my happy birthday messages are a non-negotiable for me. I usually have anywhere between 10 and 15 a day. So those are definitely 15 touches that I'm talking to people, wishing them a happy birthday. But I'm also stalking their Facebook. Are they posting? How many friends do they have? Where are they located at in the US? Are they a boss babe? Do they sell something else? If it's wellness, I'm not really going to be trying to recruit them. But if they're doing 31 or makeup, I always ask people if they're open. And that's a thing. Like, so I'm reaching out to people. I had 2 customers from last year love our products. You guys, your customers are your gold mine. Love on them like Kylie loved on me. Check in with them. If they're on a 30-day, you need to be checking in daily, weekly, whatever. If they're ordering, check your subscription report. See who's reordering. Reach out to them, text them. If you have like a level 2, 3, 5 that you know aren't getting supported, send them a text. You don't have to be friends on Facebook. You've got their numbers in your back office. But people need to be supported. I will tell you, a few people have fizzled out. In my level 4 customer, there's 3 people in between that either don't work or they never hear from them. When they're ready to reorder, they come to me because they know I'm here to support them. So anyway, 2 customers messaged me. I will tell you, use your stories. I actually went live in my story at the end of, or at the beginning of March, right before I went on the anniversary cruise. And I said, you guys, my February bonus check just paid all of my March bills. And my customer messaged me. She's like, okay, sign me up. Tell me what you're doing. Like, if this is paying for all of your bills, I think this could probably pay for my house payment. I said, yes, let's go. And she hit manager that month. You guys, I was on the beaches of, I want to say, I was on the cruise. I was on the beach. I can't even remember where I was at. And I just happened to sit down by these 2 women who are together. They loved my Singular swag. You guys, a swag, you need to logo yourself up. Earrings, t-shirt, cups, bags, whatever. I never leave my house without a Singular shirt on, without something. And people, she was like, that is so cute. I gave her all my samples of trim sticks, everything that I had. And she's like, oh my gosh. And they had just had gastric bypass. And she's like, I need protein and I need collagen and I need energy. And that she actually started with the biggest kit, but that's what she reorders every month. And I said, and they're in Florida. I'm like, you got a wide open area. So it's just, you got to talk to everybody, present it to your customers. And if you didn't do it the first time, go back. It's not too late. I reach out to different vendors and asking them if they would be open to hearing or watching a video. I also, other vendors, like other boss babes, and I tag people boss babes. I'll ask them to throw a post out for me and I'll throw a post out for them, because you never know. I'm telling you, you never know who you're going to get by somebody seeing a post. So don't be afraid to ask people about that. What else? And what I do with them, as soon as they come on, I give them, I invite them to my business, my team business page, shout them out. I get a cute graphic made up. I get a quick start bonus tracker done. I get them scheduled at least 2 or 3 video chats over the first 2 weeks while they're still excited. I want to connect them around. I also do like a business ATM chat. I don't know if you guys are doing those yet. Bye, Carly. I don't know if you guys are doing that or not, but utilize, if you don't do video chats, utilize a voice messaging chat so they can hear other things. And then I remember I had Marie on, my new manager, and it was like, had it been like the first week and a half, and Kylie's like, "Oh, this is in boards," and I'm like, "Kylie, I haven't even showed her boards yet. Let's not talk about boards." And I'm like, "No, she didn't even get boards till I'm thinking she hit manager, because I was doing everything and showing her because I wanted her to learn, take it and duplicate it." And she would ask me, "So and so has this question." And I didn't give that person the answer. I would give her the answer. She would turn around, because she learns, I learn better that way when people don't don't do it for me, but show me, and you know what I mean? And let me do it. So that's how I learn. But it's getting people to post, getting people to share. And if they don't want to, it's the accountability post, or, oh my gosh, can you even imagine the amount of people you would inspire by sharing that with 5 to 10 of your friends? I mean, just getting them to think bigger than themselves. But getting them excited. If you have a brand new partner joining you, they can't hear from you once a week. They've got to hear from you every single day for the first 30 days. They don't know what they don't know. You've got to tell them what to do, and you got to do one step at a time. Because I even said to my girl, go invite all your people, and then tell me when you're done. I'll give you the next step. And I didn't even tell her what the next step was. And then she posted, and you can do it in any order you want. And then I said, give me 10 names. You're going to text them this. And if they're interested, you're going to open up a chat. And it's that simple. Like, sometimes I feel like we got too much stuff going on. We just got to really keep it simple for the new person. If I would have been thrown everything at one time, or boards, you guys, I am not technology savvy. I don't know if you guys are, but you got to give it to me a little bit at a time. So, all right. What else do you want to know, Dawn?
Well, I mean, there's no secret sauce. I mean, it is consistency. I mean, what verbiage works for you may not work for me, may not work for, what Leslie's using, so we just kind of have guidelines, and you're back to basics. I mean, or did you venture off from basics at all? I mean, I know in 2020 it was easy. It was like people were coming out of the woodwork, and it was all,
well, people were home. They had more time. They had more money to spend because they weren't going out spending it. The world is different. But I will tell you, people are still wanting to spend money. People are still looking for weight loss. They might just be gripping a little bit tighter to the purse right now. And that's the thing, like, my verbiage is not the same for everybody.
Right.
It's so different. And I do a lot of chats. But, if somebody asks in our results group, I'll message them and say, "Hey, would you like me to send you the message here through text, or would you like to jump on a phone call?" Now, I'm going to tell you, phone calls scare the crap out of me, like when I was working full time. But I have a lot of time now that I work my singular business. If I don't have 10 minutes to jump on a phone call to help someone change their life, I'm probably in the wrong business.
Right.
So
I can see it with a house full of kids not wanting to get on the phone.
I literally was on the floor playing Legos, talking to 10 different people at the same time.
Yeah, right. Well,
but now give me a phone call.
Yeah, it's the personal connection. And I think that's what we all missed, back in 2020. And it was so easy for everybody back then. I think you've hit everything that we went over and talked about, and kind of go back, y'all, as far as like this May meltdown. I don't know about y'all, but everybody that enrolled with me last month, I think I only had 2 new members. All of them were old members that came back. And those are the ones like Cass that you need to be honing in on.
Yeah.
They know the products work. They know the systems work. That's who we need to be getting to do the accountability posts.
You know what I've done? So you guys, I don't know if you have a planner, but this is my day. Like, this is my daily planner. This is what my mind looks like. But every month I write down my new starts. So I have them on my monthly calendar. Go back. to your 2020 people, and this is what I have done. Hey, Sue, want to apologize. Things were going crazy the last couple years, and I don't feel like I really got you off to a great start. And I'm such a better coach than I am now. Would you be interested in trying Singular again? Put it back on you. Ask them to come back, even in distributor. I've done this with distributors, asking them to come back. Hey, Amber, things are so much different now. We don't even have to be super weight loss coaches. We've got collagen, we've got the gut health. Would you, if there wasn't a lot of coaching involved, be interested in coming back and grabbing your affiliate link and just throwing out some posts? And that's simple.
Right.
So
I agree. And we've got it. And back to what you said in the beginning, what also resonated with me is you've got to have those distributors. You've got to have that all-in distributor. You've got to have that distributor that wants to be social, or just have an affiliate link, or you've got to have one that just piddles. I mean, you have all of them. I mean, to go where you want to go, you've got to have all of them.
And check in on if you have team under you, check in on them at least. I check in on Mondays and Thursdays, and it might look different for you. Like my weekly method of operation is like Monday and Tuesday is distributors and customers. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is like focus on follow-ups and reaching out, and then 1 or 2 days I reach out for the business. But it's your team has to hear from you. And I message them like, how are you doing? Are you feeling like you're struggling in any area? Can we jump on a phone call? Love on them.
Right. And you're big on shouting them out on social media too, which I love. I think I got that from you, is I see that you congratulating them in your stories and stuff like that. And that just, that's just the recognition part outside of, your team group, which I love.
Yeah. And one other thing, I'm shouting people out in my stories that are not even on my team, who are ex-brand partners. You guys, they are partners in the company. They don't have to be on your team to shout them out. Grab someone else's, follow some top leaders in the company, screenshot their stories, crop it so it's nice and cute, and throw them in your stories and congratulate them. Nobody knows they're not on your team.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. They're part of the business. They're part of our business. So absolutely. Anybody, we can go a few more minutes if somebody
what you got?
Some questions. She's an open book. Anybody. And Cass will do 3-way calls. She's done them with me. So if you need the connection, she definitely will do that. Be prepared to have it in return, and you'll have.
I have a question.
Give it to me.
So when you talk about the 2020 to post to ask people to come back, what is your verbiage?
Well, it's a voice clip. You just can't text that. They got to hear like, I'm so like, put it on you, like build them up. Like, you were so good. I mean, if it was a customer, if it was a distributor, you can, compliment them, tell them what they were doing right. Maybe they left with ship happens. I'm not sure. But if it was a customer, I would say, I know you got started in 2020. That was the height of the craziness that was going on. And there were people joining left and right. And I just don't know. I don't know how you feel, but I just don't know that I gave you the best coaching I could. I'm a way better coach now. I want to help you. Are you interested in jumping back on some products? We have some new things, collagen, gut health. And I can even help you make an extra $500 if that's something that you're interested in. So put it on you. I mean, if it helps someone change their life, I would do that. Put it on myself,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anybody else? If not, we'll cut it off.
Okay. Thanks for having me on.
Well,
Thank you,
you
Cass.
so much.